Students, welcome to the class of political science. As far as the introduction of the political science is concerned, in the subsequent slides, I'll give you a detailed description of the analysis of what political science is. But as an introductory talk, you need to understand that political science is a very old discipline. It dates back to the 2nd, 3rd and 4th century BC, in the times of Plato and Aristotle. But in the recent past, it has assumed the term as scientific behavioral theory of politics because of various researches carried out in the governance of a state. Political science is the science of the state and government. This is going to be the background. This is going to be all aspects of the political science that deals with the state and the government. State, as you know, is India and not a state of Uttarakhand or the state of Assam. It is synonymous with the political theory. As we study the practical and theory part and others subjects, disciplines, in the political science also we have the same thing. It begins and ends with the state. However, in the 20th century, as developments took place in the political system, there emerged two views on political science as being given below. Those are the traditional classical political science and modern political science. As far as the traditional political science is concerned, the definitions given by political thinkers are shown on the slide. Like Paul Jennett has said, political science is that part of social science which treats the foundations of the state and the principles of the government. Principles LES. Political science begins and ends with the state, that is what Gardner says, and political science deals with the state and the government, that is what P. Jennings says. Thus it is a social science which involves the study of the organizations and activities of the state and the principles and ideals which underlie its political organization and activities. This school of thought differentiates between the political science and the politics as two different things. As far as the meaning of political science in the from the modern point of view is concerned, modern political scientists call it a politics and define politics as the science of political relations and interaction in every society. So in the present day circumstances, we call it a politics, less of a political science. It is the system of making and implementing binding laws, policies, rules, plans, rewards, and authoritative decisions and values for the whole of the society. The definitions are given in your book. Please peruse the definition of H.C. Price, Catlin, and Robert Dahl. With this, you will be able to understand what exactly is political science. Like Paul Jennett has mentioned about it earlier, I mentioned to you, and you need to correlate with that. As far as the scope of the political science is concerned, you need to understand that political science is developing discipline. It is not static. It is not a mathematical formula which applies all throughout. It is changing. It's growing, changing, developing, in tune with the changes in the society. It takes care of the social, economic, and political environment in all the countries of the world. The scope is changing as well as developing. Presently, it involves the study of all political relations, interactions, and institutions and processes involved in the exercise of power in each society as well as struggle for power. Modern areas of political science. There are 5 components of the study of political science. These are the political theory, the comparative politics, international relations, and public administration. We shall be studying about these areas one by one in detail subsequently. Political theory first, and the meaning and scope of political theory. Political theory means the theory of politics. That means in traditional terms the theory of the state and the government, and in modern terms the theory of political relations and interactions. Earlier school of thought used to take political science as a system of governance, and these days the new political thinkers have started taking it as a relations among the individuals within themselves, a relation between the state and the individuals. As per the definition concerned, political theory is the theory of politics. It seeks to understand, analyze, and explain the political phenomena and prescribe ways and means to reform it or to rectify the shortcomings. Political theory is features. Some of the features of the political theory which brings out its nature are given below. Firstly, it is the theory of politics. That means it seeks to understand, analyze, and explain the phenomena of politics. Secondly, it includes a set of beliefs, values, and ideas. Political theory, like ideology, also includes a set of beliefs, values, and ideas which stand accepted by the people in the process of governance which it studies. It is systematic reflection on politics or state or the government. That means it studies about the process of the governance of a state. It can be normative or empirical. Normative means it is derived from some behavior observed over a period of time and then those conclusions drawn. And it is empirical. That means it is verifiable by observations or it is based on some observations. Its goals are description, analysis, explanation, prediction, and change. That means it generally takes care of the intellectual and moral creation of a single thinker who offers a theoretical explanation of the political reality. Thus, how the state works. It covers all the areas of the political relations. What are the type of all relations are between, like I mentioned, the individuals themselves, between the state, between the institutions, between states, etc. It is related to the state, government, and political institution and the handiwork of philosophers, historians, economists, and intellectuals. There's a large number of people who work to finalize the theory of governance. It gives a detailed description. The historians or the political thinkers or the historians, I mean, for that matter, anyone. It may be journalist, it may be intellectual, it may be sociologist, it may be theologist. All these people try to give the explanation about what and how the state should function. Thus, the scope of political theory. The political theory is the first and the foremost dimension of political science. I said those 5 components, and political theory is the first one. As the study of politics always begins with the study of political theory and political thought. The scope of political theory extends to the study of large number of traditional as well as modern concepts, approaches, and theories. Thank you, children. In the subsequent lecture, we'll study all these things in detail. Thank you so much.